is great for the classical physicists like Newton. But when we look smaller, a lot smaller, things are no longer how they seem. Right? Hello! I've got no idea what I'm talking about. Not a clue. He thinks I've got a PhD.
All right, so if you're not familiar with what I'm doing here, this is me giving a TED Talk, which, according to TED themselves, is a showcase for the world's leading thinkers to give the speech of their lives. Some of the smartest people to ever walk this planet.
Okay, listen, I have a question. What are your guys' favorite TED Talk videos? As I know there's a lot of them. Like, what is your guys' favorite ones? Like, I've heard some interesting TED Talk ones. I think the most I want to watch. I don't watch enough because you roast me for liking science. Listen. All I said was that it would be you that likes the science. Had some, don't remember them. A guy talks about nothing for 5 minutes. There's one about procrastination, that one. So the one, I don't know, I've seen like a bunch of them. But I think my favorite one though, I wouldn't say favorite, it's like an interesting one. But this lady went over, or she used to be a teacher in North Korea. That was a crazy like sounding one. And she used to teach boys class, and she would like basically she went on this whole entire thing about how curious they were about like America and outside of North Korea, and yeah, it was crazy. And then she left, and I also love the beatbox talk by Tom Thumb. Wait, what? It's a side of TED Talk I've never seen before.
Bill Gates, Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk, and we want to be just like them.
I've never watched any of those.
But why? Well, a few years ago, I dropped out of university to make silly little internet videos full time, and in doing so, severely disappointed my parents. So I think, right, if I can get my own talk, my very own speech, uploaded to the TEDx channel, I may finally be accepted again. But the problem is, we're not really experts on anything. So how are we going to do this? Well, to get an official TED Talk uploaded, you need to hold your very own TED event. And to hold your own TED event, you need an official TED license.
We obviously need to get the license before we can go any further, right?
Yeah.
The license can take up to 8 weeks.
Then TED need to know exactly where it's going to be held.
We're here to speak with Callum. We organised a viewing. Hello.
They forgot your sauce? Oh, it's always the sauce they forget.
Now we wanted to show Mr. Ted that we meant business, so we picked a venue called the Hackney Empire, a legendary East London venue that can seat up to 1,275 spectators.
Now, right, that's all well and good. So say we get the license, right? We put on the event and it all goes swimmingly. But then we've still got the final boss, the TED Media Uploader. So for TED's content approval process, right, you don't just send them your video and then bang, they're uploaded to 37 million people worldwide. Oh no, right, that would be irresponsible. What if somebody wasn't who they said they were? They are then reviewed by a team of media screeners somewhere in New York to make sure that none of these speeches and talks violate any of their extensive content guidelines. Anyway, right, how do we know all this? So this is Orla. Now, Orla is a veteran here at Willne Industries. And where did you used to work, Orla?
At TED,
And on what team, Orla?
the media screening team.
Now, in our quest to achieve this seemingly impossible task, Orla didn't know it, but she was our secret weapon. Because when we were planning all of this, she let something slip.
You would watch a few and then you'd see, okay, this event has good standards, and you'd definitely like be a bit more relaxed than for the rest ones.
Okay.
And audio quality and video quality being good, immediately you're like, sweet.
So we decided that the best way to increase our chances of getting anything uploaded here would be to assemble some of the finest speakers that we possibly could, and then we'd film them in
crisp 4K quality and assemble our very own TED Trojan horse, in which we could slip our silly little speeches into to help them breach TED's impenetrable walls. All right, so now at this point we had everything sorted apart from our talks. So I reached out via the Willne Instagram to see if any of you lot are smart. And surprisingly, some of you are. So this is Cameron, Imogen, and Georgia, who are experts in their respective fields, and them lot, they put together the speeches we'd be doing on the day.
Last night we had our license come through. We're approved.
Yes! And we've sold how many tickets?
About 110. Wow! So this is our event on their website.
Woo!
Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello everybody, and welcome to my TED Talk.
Oh, fuck. So you're going to do that? Right, people have bought a TED Talk ticket and you're going to do that in front of them?
Yeah.
All right, hello my friends, today is the day. I am ready to head to the event. We've sold like 200 tickets for tonight. Like people sit and look at the TED website to see if events are happening like near them. We barely promoted this at all. Like as we speak,
People
there are
actually
like
do that?
hundreds of people
I wanna know.
genuinely getting ready to come and see some educational talks. And another thing I haven't mentioned is tonight we're going to be joined by a special guest.
I feel terribly sick.
We've made a big mistake. Just this idea that my mental health, my conditions don't define me. Oh, God. It's so serious. It was funny. Yeah. It was amazing. Smashed it. I think the fuck was him.
So, just a note, if you're new here, this dashing young man is Stephen. Now, me and Stephen, we go way back. But recently, Stephen commentated a charity football match that I played in and had some choice words.
If I was up against Willne, I would get in his head, his square head.
Willne's running there. Do not adjust your sets. It's not in slow motion.
It was a great pass. Unfortunately, he did it to Willne. He wasn't athletic.
And to get him back for this, today Stephen just thinks he's doing a normal talk. However, that's not the case. What we've told him is that all he has to do is go up and read from his cue cards or the auto cue, but what he doesn't know is there's some gaps in that script. And we might have tampered with the presentation too.
Thanks, guys. My name's Stephen and my talk is on invasive species. I don't mean me on this stage. An alien species is an organism which has been introduced to a new non-native environment. Here are some examples of this. Oh, grey squirrels. The grey squirrel carries a disease called the squirrel pox virus. This disease kills the red squirrel, but has no known lasting effect on the greys. Common carp. Common carp are one of the most damaging aquatic invasive species. They degrade water quality by rooting in the lake bottom while searching for food. We're all familiar with Paul. He doesn't go after schools of fish, he goes after schools of children. Invasive alien species typically have detrimental effects upon the environment they inhabit through a predatory influence. These are not to be confused with
Oh my God.
predatory influencers. There are over 10 identified invasive alien species in the United Kingdom that are a serious concern to the water industry. Here are some of my suggestions as to how we keep these pesky critters at bay.
What?
What is that?
Oh my God.
Condom fish. Find this in any good Pets R Us. Condom fish, if anyone has been to Cubs or Scouts, you will have gone to a pond with your condoms and stuck them on a fish to get your condom fish badge. I don't normally put plastic in the ocean, but if it's covering up and protecting a fish, I'll do it, guys. Hey, I'm that guy. Invasive species do not only come in the form of fish and other animals, floating pennywort can also negatively impact their surrounding habitats. Pennywort is native to the Americas and was introduced to the UK from Mexico. Its fast, asexual growth and environmental adaptability has enabled the plant to continue to spread exponentially. So how do we prevent this from happening again?
Oh my god.
Do I need to say any more? We take to the sea and have war with the Mexicans, guys.
My
It's
God.
not cool, I know, but well, that's what Pretty Patel wanted.
Oh my god.
My conclusion, fuck those fish, but make sure it's the condom fish. Stay safe out there, guys.
Oh, that's incredible.
You may have just witnessed me have a bit of a rough time doing my presentation. What with declaring war on Mexico and condom fish. I didn't declare war on condom fish. If anything, I said they were a good thing. Hey, Will, nice prank. Two can play at that game. I've had a little tamper. Only a little tamper. I didn't want to ruin his big day. Just messed around with his auto cue.
This is great. I feel like a cuck just watching you two fuck each other.
My name is Will, and I am here to talk to you about the sun. So what's the greatest threat to modern society? According to my granddad, it's foreigners. It's the sun. In September of 1859, the most intense geomagnetic storm in recorded history hit the Earth. Ouch. Reports of a light were so bright that the American press reported citizens could see right through their wives' t-shirts. Sunspots can be indicators of future increases in space weather. These spots are the source of most solar flares. Both of these can be present in solar superstorms like the Carrington event, and each of those come with their own free toy.
He walked right into that one.
Undersea cables which provide the internet across the world and therefore enabling us to watch Joe Weller videos. If a repeater failed, all parallel fibres in the cable become totally unusable, like Gylfi Sigurdsson in the Everton squad. At an average of 3.6 kilometres, fixing these will be a costly and difficult measure. But I'd be willing to cover that. GPS and satellite communications are transmitted through a highly charged area of the atmosphere. Mind you, I could do with charging the atmosphere in here.
Oh my god.
The UK believes that the impact of such a superstorm would result in a short blackout of civilian telecommunications. I know what you're thinking. How will I send my dick pics? But key strategies to minimize damage involve reducing or shutting down the white power generation. Risk of a solar superstorm of this level.
Holy shit.
It's meant to be power generation, I just put white power.
Minor storms causing a partial radio blackout are possible. And in 2021, the UK government released a charity single. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Give him hell, man.
Good job.
Fucking Joe Weller videos.
Did you ask him to do this?
Oh no, he just does this all of his own accord.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. So, who am I? I'm Mikey. And I'm here today to talk to you about a debate that has divided humans for centuries. To scrunch or to fold?
Oh, for fuck's
God.
And how about a gender divide? Well, when I asked, only 10% of females admitted to scrunching, and the rest of them asked me to leave the women's toilets.
You employ him?
He's the best there is.
But what do scrunchers and folders have in common? Good intentions. What is the answer? Science. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this a purchase that was swiftly removed from my internet history? No. It's actually a 2-scale replica of my bottom, moulded via paper mache.
Okay, now Mikey's talk went severely downhill from here, so we'll spare you that.
And much like my first year in uni, I was ready to experiment with my arse.
And also, just to pause that there, right, I'm sure a few of you might be thinking, hang on, Will, surely these talks are never going to make it past the media screeners and get uploaded onto TED. And you'd be right. But don't worry, right, because I got a feeling that something like this might just happen, and I'd prepared a backup talk just in case. So then we packaged off our talks and sent them to TED, sneaking them in amongst the fantastic, serious ones done on the night, and the waiting game began. Day number 1, my good sir. Are we up there?
I'll need some
No.
downtime after this.
Now, what we haven't mentioned here is there's still one more issue. See, when we were speaking to Orla, she was saying that if a speech doesn't go up about a month after the event took place, it's got no hope of ever being uploaded, ever.
Right, today's the day, I feel it. TEDx, come on, William Lenny. Oh my God.
Is it up?
Nah. Be accepted again, and we want to be just like them.
That was put out by the World Bank, and that was one of the most influential documents to me because it blew my mind.
All right, my friends, today is the very last day that we can become official TED speakers. So, we've come to Cambridge University just to manifest that today is the day our talks get uploaded. Okay, so that's not us.
No.
That's not us. Yes! Yes! We've done it, Mikey! Wait, where's yours?
Actually did it.
It's not there.
Oh my God, is yours not there?
No, it's not there.
Well, my friends, anyway, I still consider that a success. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please feel free to subscribe, and we will see you again very soon. Goodbye!
You know, when you really think about it, it's kind of like the best advertising. You know what I mean?